The group. This is the part in the movie where nothing that anyone else says fucking matters. You know why? You've put in more work and more research than anybody else that you listen to, anybody else that you follow, and that's basically all that fucking matters. We've been focusing for the last 8 to 9 months, and new members that are getting in the loop. Everyone has played their part in helping get where we are today. And on top of that, not only have we done it from an accurate standpoint, but I mean, as far as I know, we're the only ones doing this from a collaborative group effort. We're not sitting on Twitter, hoping and praying for something to happen. We're sitting here and we're actually analyzing as a unit. We're analyzing in real time the changing environment that is happening underneath the surface, which is fucking huge. In a few days, F2 fork is supposed to happen finally. Now, would I count on that date? No. Would I plan any trades around that date? No. We have our plan. We're going to stick to it until it changes. That's what we do. We adapt to the real-time environment, and we adapt to what the market's giving to us. And right now, the market is the Fed, and it has been since 2019. That's why we can get insight into where the market's heading simply by reading cited works from the Fed, their documents, their data, and researching into what needs to be researched. So very proud of the group for what we've done thus far. And you've been analyzing. Every time you call a command, you're analyzing the real-time market. And as far as I know, there's a lot of you that call a lot of commands every day. You've become a researcher into the stock market. And we're doing so with the group. Now, one of the most critical fucking things that will take us to the next level as a group, and I don't care what anyone else says, I don't care what anyone else thinks, because it doesn't matter. What matters is the reality of what we have as far as tools in front of us. Paper fucking trading. Okay, so I made a mind map. Let me get this real quick. And I want to explain this. And I just want you to think about this and just hear me out on the possibilities that we have by utilizing this tool, which is paper trading. And right now in 2022, you can go and not only paper trade, you can paper trade fucking options, and you can do it accurately. You can do it accurately because the system that the paper trading runs on, the Webull data, is fantastic. It is. It's some of the best data you can get from the market. It's SIBO Hanweck straight from the SIP processor. It's hard to beat that. So let me show you this mind map, and then we'll get into why paper trading could take this group to a whole new level with minimal risk. Minimal risk. Okay, so mind map. Which one is it? I think it's this one. So when you start trading, let's take us back 10 years. You did not have the option to collaborate with others. And no, this isn't a hand-holding convention. When I say collaborate, we're not rating specific stocks and going all in for no reason. We're researching as a unit and then individually trading. That's the way it should be done. But we can collaboratively trade and research with paper trading. So our trading group, we have hundreds of retards, and we have, in one hand, we have paper trading option, and in the other hand, we have our hard-earned fucking money. Now, let's start with the hard-earned fucking money side. These are the bullet points I have for this hand. Limited capital. Risk profile is individual. This is why you can never answer the question, when should I sell and when should I buy? It's all dependent on the individual's risk profile. An unrealistic way to simulate trading when there is a riskless method that exists. You cannot analyze results correctly due to emotional attachments to security names, tickers, and our money. It's our money, we work hard for it. And also, if on margin, you're also limiting yourself on trades, because if you have $25,000 or less in your account, you're psychologically limited from the start, which I do not recommend. If you have an account under 25K, you need to learn some self-management, and a cash account teaches you to do that. And lastly, limited knowledgeability with the risk of losing income. Plus, not only are you going to lose money that you put in, hard time and work, you're going to lose the time it took to acquire that money. So it's a double-edged sword there, or double whammy. You don't want to do that. We want to risk our capital as little as humanly possible. How do we do that? We start paper trading as a group. And what do I mean by paper trading as a group? I mean, we can trade different scenarios for different situations. One person can buy a Coinbase contract for Friday, September 9th at the money, and one contract for Friday, September 9th at the smile strike of 170. You can buy one of each, and then you can record the results. Don't touch it. Just buy the contract. Don't touch it. See what happens to it between its life that you buy it and the life when you think you would take profit, or just let it ride to expiration and record the results. That's all you have to do. It's a simple amount of time, like very little amount of time it takes to input the trade and get it started, and then all you have to do is just analyze it a few moments out of the day, record where it's at, maybe a few times a day, and select times, maybe at the repo window, once at the open, and once at close. Just, on a daily basis. Just create your own rhythm. That's the point. This is the point. Now, that was our earned money hand, our hard-earned money that we want to preserve as much as possible. In the other hand, we have hundreds of retards with the same tool, minus the Canadians. I'm sorry, Canadians. I think it's unfair that Webull does not let you trade on the platform. That's something that I would definitely reach out, and hopefully they add Canada soon. They have the exchange on there, so I don't know. Anyways, or maybe it's on Canada's end that's the problem. Anyways, let's look at the benefits of paper trading. You have infinite capital. Infinite. You can buy 300 option contracts each, and then all of a sudden you're visualizing and seeing what happens to those contracts based on the time you bought, the strike price you bought, if you were in the money, out of the money, if it was a call or a put, if the IV was high or low. You can test all those situations. And you can do it with me, another retard, with the same tool. So we have hundreds of retards with the ability to get on their phone, some of them, not all, sorry Canadians, and we can simultaneously test multiple strategies and then record the results, and then we can put those results in the same basket and we can all observe them together, and then we can take the simple process of elimination and we can say, okay, this didn't work. I bought an in-the-money call after earnings off the open. My shit didn't work. I bought an out-of-the-money call after earnings and my shit profited. It's taking in variables, and we're going to be able to observe multiple things at once and eliminate the things that don't work when it comes to our personal trading strategy that we just developed. You all know the one I'm talking about. I had to make this video public because it seems that not much people watch it when it's not public. So for those who aren't in the group, sorry, you're not going to understand what the fuck we're talking about. But if you have your own trading group, take some of this advice and bring it back to your group with you. Paper trading collaboratively as a group, not only is it legal, you don't risk capital. Risk profile is generic. Your risk is the same as mine because there is none. It can be exponentially observed via group collaboration. Zero risk to your capital, and you have infinite capital to test with. And it's a realistic system. So, imagine the possibility if we had let's just say 50 of us that were able to take a little bit of time, do some paper trades on specific circumstances when it comes to our current strategy, and see what the results are. And then, we only have a 3-week window to do this shit. So, that's what I'm saying. If we jump on this now, as autistically as possible, we can eliminate what doesn't work very quickly, and then we can all jump on what does work, which I'm pretty sure I already have a pretty decent idea of what's going to work, but it wouldn't hurt, and it would be a great mentality to have for any new things like this that were thrown at us that we could profit from. So, let's, for example, this is what's going on now. In the future, if some other situation rears its head, we would know immediately what to do. Like day 1, 2, we'd be paper trading, testing out different situations, different metrics, and then we'd all come together, be like, all right, that didn't work, what did work? Okay, this worked for him, worked for you. We take the commonalities between what worked, and then boom, we have a strategy because we're fucking retards. I'm just saying, it's a thing we can do, and it's a thing that I think will take us to the next level. But anyways, that's another video from Shill. I am retarded. And by the way, any AMC people listening, of course, AMC ran today. But don't get your hopes up. Trade Trades is back. You know why? Because he wants your views again, but he doesn't know because he hasn't taken the time to learn anything. AMC's about to issue a dividend. What the fuck happens when a dividend is issued? Stocks go down. Go look at the options chain. The lowest IV is at 17.175. It's going to retrace those levels, but then it's going to keep its floor at 20. And then if Adam Aron pays off more debt and the company increases its balance sheet and looks better on the books, guess what? The price is probably going to go up more. So again, we're getting back to reality now, and I'm excited for it. But until then, there's a lot left to exploit, and we're already doing it, but we can do it more efficiently and make it to where a little bit more members can win. Because so to me, I want everybody to win. Every single person. Do I know that's likely? It's pretty unlikely that'll happen. Yes, but I hate that. I want it to be a given that everyone will succeed, because right now there is multiple avenues of profit that no one is looking at, because they're all on Twitter, jacking each other off, retweeting David Lauer tweets. But little do they know, all it is a big marketing campaign, and the apes are at the center of it all. So stop letting them take advantage of you. Get your head out of your ass and look at what's going on. You have a real shot here to change your situation. I'm not just saying that. This is it's a real thing. But anyways, I'm retarded. Not financial advice. Bye-bye.